Hollywood has always loved glamour, mystery, and reinvention. But behind the bright lights, some of its most familiar faces carried private truths for years before speaking them aloud. Some shocked the public, some moved people deeply, and some quietly changed what honesty could look like in American entertainment, simply by finally living in the open. Before we go further, please leave a comment telling us where you are watching from and what time it is there right now. I always love seeing how far these stories travel and who is sharing this moment together. Ellen DeGeneres, beloved for sitcom stardom and daytime television, became one of America's most recognizable entertainers. In 1997, she came out on The Oprah Winfrey Show and threw her famous Time cover. The reaction was historic, both supportive and harsh. She later married Portia de Rossi, showing that truth, even costly truth, can still lead to lasting love. Jodie Foster, the Oscar-winning star of Taxi Driver and The Silence of the Lambs, had long guarded her private life. In 2013, her Golden Globe speech was widely seen as a public coming-out moment. Many viewers found it moving and deeply dignified. She married Alexandra Hedison in 2014, proving that privacy and honesty can stand side by side. Neil Patrick Harris, forever remembered for How I Met Your Mother and a brilliant stage career, surprised many by how gracefully he handled fame and truth together. In 2006, he came out in a statement to People. Fans largely embraced him. He later married David Burtka, and their long partnership became a warm example of stability, family, and joyful openness. Ian McKellen, the legendary actor cherished as Gandalf in Magneto, had already earned immense respect before speaking publicly about being gay. In 1988, he came out during a BBC radio interview while opposing Section 28. Many admired his courage immediately. Though unmarried, he remains a towering public voice, showing how honesty can deepen, rather than diminish, a remarkable legacy. Wentworth Miller, best known as the star of Prison Break, built his fame on cool restraint and quiet power. In 2013, he came out through a public letter refusing a Russian festival invitation over anti-gay policies. The response was deeply supportive. He has kept his relationships private, reminding people that courage does not require surrendering every part of life. George Takei, forever beloved as Sulu from Star Trek, spent decades as a familiar face before publicly coming out. In 2005, he confirmed he was gay in Frontiers and spoke openly about his longtime partner. Fans welcomed him with affection and respect. He later married Brad Takei, proving that truth told later in life can still expand love and legacy. Jim Parsons, the Emmy-winning star of The Big Bang Theory, became one of television's best-known comic actors before his personal life entered the record. In 2012, the New York Times noted that he was gay and in a long-term relationship. The response was supportive. He later married Todd Spywak, reflecting loyalty, privacy, and love. Rosie O'Donnell, beloved for her talk show, success, and unmistakable comic warmth, came out publicly in 2002 during activism around gay adoption. The response was strong and divided, but many admired her candor. Her later marriages and family life stayed public for years, showing how truth can become inseparable from advocacy, courage, and deeply personal conviction. Matt Bomer, admired for white-collar and later acclaimed dramatic roles, earned his image as one of television's most polished leading men. In 2012, he publicly thanked partner Simon Halls and their children during an awards speech, effectively coming out with grace. Fans praised the moment. Their marriage and family life came to represent tenderness, elegance, and everyday authenticity. Meredith Baxter, forever remembered for family ties, spent years embodying a familiar American television mother before sharing her truth. In 2009, she came out on the Today Show and spoke with unusual calm about her life. Viewers responded warmly. She later married Nancy Locke, offering a late-in-life story that showed honesty can arrive gently and still change everything. Kate McKinnon, beloved for Saturday Night Live and later film roles, became one of comedy's most distinctive stars. By 2012, coverage around her SNL debut openly identified her as gay, making her visibility quietly historic. Audiences embraced her naturally. She keeps her relationships private, showing that representation can feel strongest when it arrives without spectacle and simply becomes culture. Nathan Lane, celebrated for Broadway brilliance, The Birdcage, and his unforgettable comic timing, was already deeply admired before coming out publicly. In 1999, after Matthew Shepard's murder, he spoke more openly about being gay. Many respected his honesty. He later married Devlin Elliott, and their enduring partnership came to symbolize how wit, dignity, and truth can live beautifully together. Sarah Paulson, acclaimed for American Horror Story and American Crime Story, became known for fearless performances and emotional range. Rather than one dramatic announcement, she spoke openly over time, especially after her relationship with Holland Taylor became public around 2015 and 2016. Many fans were supportive. Their long partnership shows how calm honesty can carry its own quiet power. T.R. Knight, remembered by millions as George O'Malley on Grey's Anatomy, won affection as a gentle television presence. In 2006, he came out publicly after a painful on-set controversy forced private matters into the open. Viewers sympathized with him. He later married Patrick Leahy, and his story came to reflect resilience, recovery, and the dignity of moving forward. Zachary Quinto, widely recognized for Heroes and as Spock in Star Trek, brought intelligence and intensity to modern screen fame. In 2011, he came out in a public statement after Jamie Rodemeyer's death, saying silence no longer felt right. Many admired that choice. He remains private about current relationships, showing how visibility can also be an act of conscience. Jane Lynch, iconic for Glee and a long career in sharp scene-stealing roles, became one of television's most beloved comic presences. She never relied on one headline coming out moment, instead living openly and speaking plainly about her life. Audiences embraced that ease. She later married Jennifer Chaney, proving that authenticity can be steady, elegant, and entirely unforced. Jonathan Groff, admired for Spring Awakening, Hamilton, Mindhunter, and Frozen, built a career on warmth, vulnerability, and remarkable charm. In 2009, he spoke openly about being gay during a period of growing public visibility. Fans responded with affection. He keeps much of his private life guarded today, reminding people that openness works best when it happens on one's own terms. Leslie Jordan, cherished for Will and Grace, American Horror Story, and his joyful late-career online fame, became beloved for his wit and unmistakable voice. Openly gay for much of his public life, he later spoke honestly about past shame and acceptance. Audiences adored him deeply. He died in 2022 at 67, leaving a legacy of warmth, laughter, and tender courage. Wanda Sykes, celebrated for fearless stand-up, sharp television work, and unmistakable comic authority, had already built a major career before making a defining public declaration. In 2008, she came out at a rally against Proposition 8 in Las Vegas. Support was strong. She remains married to Alex Niedbalski, showing how conviction, family, and truth can stand together with grace. Victor Garber, respected for Titanic, Alias, and decades of elegant character work, spent years earning admiration before publicly confirming his private life. By 2013, he openly acknowledged being gay and referenced longtime partner Rainer Andresen. The response was calm and respectful. He later married Andresen, showing that dignity, patience, and love can deepen a career already built on grace. Raven Simone, cherished from The Cosby Show and That's So Raven, grew up in front of America while becoming a familiar Disney-era star. In 2013, a public post about marriage equality confirmed her sexuality publicly. Fans were largely supportive. She later married Miranda Pierman Madai, showing that growing up famous does not prevent life from finally feeling fully your own. David Hyde Pierce, forever remembered as Niles Crane on Frasier, built one of television's most beloved comic legacies before addressing his private life publicly. In 2007, he confirmed he was gay, as coverage increasingly acknowledged longtime partner Brian Hargrove. The response was respectful. He later married Hargrove, proving that quiet devotion can be just as powerful as dramatic confession. Jonathan Bailey, widely admired for Bridgerton and Fellow Travelers, emerged as a modern leading man with wit, elegance, and emotional depth. In recent interviews, he has spoken openly about being gay and about coming out in his 20s. Fans embraced him warmly. He keeps current relationships private, showing that openness and boundaries can still exist together with confidence. Wilson Cruz, remembered for My So-Called Life and later Star Trek. Discovery became a pioneer long before many viewers realized it. Publicly open for years, he also spoke candidly about coming out to family as a teenager. The reaction was painful at home, but affirming among viewers. Today, his legacy shows how representation can heal lives as well as careers. Portia de Rossi, beloved for Ally McBeal in Arrested Development, spent years balancing fame with deep private fear. By the mid-2000s, she was publicly open, and her relationship with Ellen DeGeneres made that truth unmistakable. Audiences responded with fascination and support. She later married DeGeneres, showing how love can create the safety that honesty sometimes needs. Sean Hayes, adored for Will and Grace, and his brilliant comic timing, became a television favorite long before speaking plainly in the press. In 2010, he publicly discussed being gay and his relationship in The Advocate. Fans responded warmly. He later married Scott Eisnogel, and their partnership came to reflect stability, affection, and the comfort of finally being fully seen. Billy Porter, celebrated for pose, kinky boots, and fearless red carpet style, transformed visibility into an art form. Openly gay for years, he deepened public honesty in 2021 by revealing he was HIV positive after living privately with it since 2007. Many admired his courage. After a later separation from Adam Smith, his story still embodies self-definition, survival, and unapologetic truth. Ben Whishaw, admired for Paddington, Skyfall, and finely textured dramatic work, became known as an actor of unusual sensitivity. Around 2013 and 2014, public reporting confirmed he was gay and in a civil partnership with Mark Bradshaw. The reaction was respectful. Though they later separated, his story still shows how privacy and authenticity can learn to live side by side. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, beloved for Modern Family, helped make a gay married man feel ordinary to millions of viewers. Openly gay throughout his public career, he never needed a dramatic single announcement. Audiences embraced him warmly. He married Justin Makita in 2013, and their enduring family life continues to show how visibility can become most powerful when it feels natural. Holland Taylor, celebrated for The Practice, 2.5 Men, and decades of sharp, intelligent performances, never treated identity as a publicity event. In 2015, she famously said, "I live out," making clear she had long been openly lesbian. Viewers admired that clarity. She remains with Sarah Paulson, showing how truth can be elegant without ever becoming performance. Colman Domingo, celebrated for Rustin, Euphoria, and a commanding stage career, rose into major acclaim with elegance and authority. Publicly open for years, he became one of Hollywood's most visible gay leading men as awards attention grew. Audiences admired that confidence. He married Raul Domingo in 2014, showing how love, patience, and visibility can mature together beautifully. Russell Tovey, known for Looking, Years and Years, and The History Boys, built a career on intelligence, sensitivity, and emotional clarity. Openly gay from early in public life, he later spoke about warnings that honesty might hurt his career. Fans respected that candor. Though not currently married, his story still proves that self-acceptance can become part of an actor's strength. Lily Tomlin, beloved for Laugh-In, 9 to 5, and Grace and Frankie, became one of America's most treasured comic performers. Her public identity unfolded over time as her lifelong bond with Jane Wagner became widely known. Audiences adored that devotion. They married in 2013, proving that love can endure quietly for decades before receiving public recognition. Sarah Gilbert, remembered for Roseanne and later The Talk, became a familiar television presence long before publicly addressing her sexuality. In 2010, she came out on The Talk, choosing honesty in her own voice. Viewers responded warmly. After her later marriage and divorce from Linda Perry, her story still reflects how self-recognition can arrive slowly and still change everything. Andrew Scott, admired for Sherlock, Fleabag, and All of Us Strangers, became known for soulful performances and piercing emotional intelligence. Rather than staging a dramatic revelation, he spoke openly over time, with 2013 coverage treating him as publicly out. Audiences respected that restraint. He keeps his relationships private, showing that truth can remain real even when intimacy stays carefully protected. Samira Wiley, celebrated for Orange is the New Black and The Handmaid's Tale, rose to prominence with warmth, honesty, and depth. Publicly open through her breakthrough years, she became an important queer presence on television. Fans embraced her warmly. She married Lauren Morelli in 2017, and though they later separated, her story still shows how visibility can leave a mark. Andrew Rannells, beloved for The Book of Mormon, Girls, and Broadway Energy, built fame through wit, charm, and openness. In 2012, he spoke plainly in an interview about being gay, saying he had never really hidden it. Audiences responded easily. His later partnership with Tuck Watkins reflects how authenticity can feel natural when it is never performed for drama. Lea DeLaria, remembered for Orange is the New Black, and as a fearless comic pioneer, built her reputation on bold honesty. By 1993, she became the first openly gay comic to appear on American television. Queer audiences especially celebrated her visibility. Though not currently married, her legacy still proves that refusing shame can open doors for countless people after you. Luke Macfarlane, known for Brothers and Sisters, Hallmark films, and later Bros, became a familiar leading man with warmth and ease. In 2008, he publicly came out in the Globe and Mail, later admitting how frightening that felt. Fans admired his honesty. He shares life with Hig Roberts, showing that truth can lead not away from love, but toward it. Cherry Jones, revered for Tony-winning stage work and later television roles in 24 and Succession, built a career on intelligence and authority. Publicly out for years, she became one of the most respected openly lesbian actresses in American entertainment. Audiences admired her deeply. She later married Sophie Huber, showing that artistic gravitas and personal authenticity can stand together without compromise. Amanda Bearse, forever remembered as Marcy on Married with Children, became one of television's earliest openly lesbian sitcom stars. In 1993, she publicly came out while still linked to a major comedy. For many viewers, that honesty felt brave. She later married Carrie Schenken, showing that early visibility can matter for generations, long after the headlines fade. Michael Urie, beloved for Ugly Betty and later praised for Single All the Way and Shrinking, built a reputation on wit and warmth. By 2009 and 2010, he was describing himself as queer in interviews. Fans responded warmly. His relationship with Ryan Spahn shows how openness can feel calm, steady, and fully lived. Tig Notaro, celebrated for fearless stand-up, One Mississippi, and a voice unlike anyone else in comedy, turned personal truth into art. Publicly open for years, she never treated being lesbian as a dramatic reveal. Audiences cherish that honesty. She married Stephanie Allen in 2015, and their enduring family life reflects how humor, resilience, and deep affection can beautifully coexist. Fortune Feimster, loved for her stand-up, television work, and instantly relatable charm, became one of America's most warmly received lesbian comics. Publicly open throughout her rise, she made representation feel easy and human. Fans embraced her deeply. Though her marriage to Jack Smith later ended, her story still shows that honesty and joy can leave a lasting imprint. B.D. Wong, admired for Law & Order. SVU, M. Butterfly, and a long career across stage and screen, became a rare openly gay Asian American star. His sexuality entered public record through interviews and family life over many years. Audiences respected that openness. He later married Richard Schnorr, showing that love and reinvention can still follow loss and change. Leisha Haley, beloved for the L Word and long embraced in queer pop culture, helped define a generation of lesbian visibility on screen. She has said she first came out as a teenager, then again as a public figure. Fans valued that honesty deeply. Her later life, kept private, reflects how early representation can become something enduring and deeply personal. Kate Moennig, forever linked to the L Word and the iconic Shane McCutcheon, became a defining face of queer television. Her public identity emerged naturally over time, and later interviews made that openness unmistakable. Audiences treated her as an icon. She later married Ana Resende, proving that authenticity can be most powerful when lived with ease, not announced for effect. Heather Matarazzo, remembered for Welcome to the Dollhouse, The Princess Diaries, and later Scream, built a career on unusual honesty and vulnerability. In 2004, she publicly came out as a lesbian through press coverage and interviews. Queer viewers especially appreciated her candor. She later married Heather Turman, showing that familiar faces from youth can grow into deeply affirming adult stories. Clea Duvall, admired for But I'm a Cheerleader, The Faculty, and later Happiest Season, became both a queer screen favorite and an important creator behind the camera. She has said she came out at 16, though early Hollywood years were harder. Audiences respected that journey. Her married life reflects how surviving silence can lead to creating joy for others. Jonathan Bennett, forever remembered as Aaron Samuels in Mean Girls, carried teen idol recognition into a more honest public life. By 2017, he was publicly discussing his relationship with James Vaughn, and fans responded with affection. They married in 2022. His story shows that old Hollywood image-making can soften, making room for love that feels visible, cheerful, and true. Lena Waithe, celebrated for Master of None, The Chai, and her powerful voice as a writer and producer, became one of Hollywood's most visible queer creatives. Publicly open for years, she made that identity part of her work and speeches. Audiences admired her candor. Though her marriage ended, her visibility still shows how representation can create space for others. Guillermo Diaz, known for Scandal, Party Girl, and a long run of vivid character roles, built his career with intensity and heart. Openly gay throughout much of his public life, he later spoke candidly in interviews about growing up afraid and finding self-acceptance. Audiences respected that honesty. His story still shows how survival, craft, and authenticity can become inseparable. Alexandra Hedison, known for the L Word and later for her respected photography career, moved through Hollywood with far more privacy than spectacle. Publicly known as lesbian for years, her life drew wider notice through major relationships and later marriage. Audiences generally responded with respect. She married Jodie Foster in 2014, showing how steady love can flourish without noise. Jill Bennett, known in queer film and web series for And Then Came Lola and We Have to Stop Now, helped sustain lesbian visibility outside the mainstream spotlight. Publicly out early in her career, she spoke openly in interviews about staying visible. Queer audiences appreciated that commitment. She married Lauren Neal, proving that smaller fame can still leave meaningful footprints. Diane Jackson, admired for Broadway, 30 Rock, and American Horror Story, became known for polished charisma and emotional openness. Publicly gay for years, he never turned identity into spectacle, instead living with unusual clarity. Fans responded warmly. He married Jason Landau in 2014, and their marriage continues to show how glamour, domestic life, and authenticity can exist together naturally. These stories remind us that fame may shape an image, but honesty shapes a life. Some found love early, some found it late, some protected privacy more than publicity, but each in a different way showed that truth has its own quiet power and that legacy grows stronger when it is lived openly.